Hello everybody, how you guys doing? Yes, so this is gonna be one of those videos that you do and people can go later and see what your reaction is or what your opinion is about it. It's not like the kind because not everybody this has already happened. Um some people have moved on, but it's something that we just won't allow to pass like that, okay? This channel has to give its own opinion, and there are so many opinions about this incident. My name is Dr. Chidi, and I'd like to welcome you to our show today. If this is your first time, please make sure that we welcome you actually, but make sure that you subscribe, click the notification bell when you do that, and leave us a comment, give us a thumbs up, and share our video. Let me welcome our regular offenders. For life, Esther, I see you. Luna Mark, I see you. We're not going to be plenty of us here, but please do me a favor and call if you are able. Just call. I don't want this to be a monologue. I want to see what people think. Like I said, we're just going to do it and leave it for other people to come and see what our opinion is. I put my number out there. I put the number that you can call in out there. You can call WhatsApp, you can call through the main line. You see, let me go straight to what I think. You guys already saw the video, so there's no need for me to play the video. You guys know what happened. Chris Rock was making a joke, and initially when he made the joke, he started by yabbing Will Smith. Smith started laughing over his jokes. I mean, he's a comedian. Will Smith is also a comedian, and Will Smith has made jokes about people 1,001 times. So he didn't have a problem with that. And even when Chris Rock started making a joke about Will Smith's wife, if you notice, Will Smith even started laughing. That's the funny thing. He too started laughing about the joke, but by the time he turned and saw his wife's face, that's when everything changed. He didn't even say anything. Of course, we didn't have a camera angle showing how that whole thing transpired because everybody's eye was on the person cracking the joke. They were just taking shots of cuttings of Will Smith. But the next time we saw Jada Pinkett, Will Smith's wife, you saw that she didn't find the joke funny. And the next thing we saw was Will Smith walking up to Chris Rock, who was very surprised and shocked. And the next thing was that slap. That slap just looked like, huh, those arms, you just knew it came out of someone who does exercises, somebody who is physically fit. Because it didn't sound like a slap. It sounded like he hit him. He hit him. He didn't just slap, he hit him. And it wasn't like if he had clenched his fist, it would have been boxing, as our own Joshua, you guys know our own Joshua, the boxer, made a joke and said, next time we'll clench your fist. So, but it wasn't very, very funny. And of course, after that, so many crazy things were happening. After Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, you would have expected that, or I don't know what, nobody knew what Chris Rock was going to do, but Chris Rock kind of took it well because he didn't do anything. He still continued presenting what he was presenting. And I think that was remarkable. That was remarkable, and I, and then every other thing in between started. So this night, what I want us to do is to just analyze this slap and initially I was going to make a joke about it, but now it's gotten more serious. It's gotten more serious, and I want people to look at it from the perspective of, as black people, what should we suppose that, should we condone that kind of a thing? Should we, which side are you on? Honestly speaking, even if I have two people here, I would like to get your reactions to that. Okay, I'm actually gonna play. I'm just gonna look for the video from anywhere and play it. Let's just find the video. There's so many of them online, so let's play it and see what. So I will just refresh our minds. Okay, hopefully we won't get any strikes out of it. Okay. Hopefully we won't get any strikes out of it. Well, we're reviewing the video, so it's fine. It's all good. It's all good. We're reviewing it. I'm just looking for a place where it's only the video that will play. We're just gonna play only the video. So let's say we'll split slaps. Chris Rock. This is how we do it. No magic there. Go online, find it, and then we'll be able to play it. I have some interesting things I want to say about this. You may see it my way, or you may not see it my way, but this is how I've tried to analyze this. So, okay. Whoa, 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 whoa! This was the point where he slapped him. Oh wow. Okay, it just started from where he was going here. Uh, uh, okay, okay, okay. Let's take this one. Let's take this one. Okay. So I'm gonna play this one. This is this one that I saw from ABC 7, ABC News. Let me play this one and hopefully that will be okay for us. It's very late all over the place. Everywhere now is very late. So I really, really commend you if you're here watching this with me. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's play this one. Let's play this one.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
So this was the joke he cracked. Jada, I love you, GIG2.
Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
Now, GIG2, a lot of people don't even understand what the joke is all about. What is this GIG2 that he talked about? I know a lot of you have also, you may have seen it and you're like, I already know, but let me show you the movie. There's a movie called GIG2. That is the movie that Chris Rock was talking about. In that movie, you see that they featured a lady who had a bald head. Remember, they had the GIG of the male, but this one was GIG of a woman, the woman version of that movie. And as soon as you see the person who acted it, how the person looks, you will understand where the joke is coming from. Because when you see this joke, then you will get to understand why he had to refer to that particular joke. I mean, there were some other jokes he would have used, but why was he using that particular joke? Why was he using the GIG joke? I'll show you this GIG person and you see how she looks. So let's go here, stop sharing, and I will show you. So let me show you this. So this is the GIG movie. You see the lady had very low cuts, and that is, I hope you guys are seeing it. I hope you're seeing it. Okay, yeah, you're seeing it. So that's the GIG movie that Chris Rock was talking about. You can see the lady in the movie. um uh GIG Jane is the movie he's looking forward to. Yeah. There's this is the GIG Jane that he was talking about. So he was comparing this lady to how Jada Pinkett was looking, because Jada Pinkett now carries, because this is what Jada Pinkett looks like now. I'm gonna go into that. This is what Jada Pinkett looks like right now, and then we'll talk about why she is looking like that. This is what Jada Pinkett looks like right now. See? So if you compare this to that GI Jane, yeah, GI Jane. If you compare this to that GI Jane, you see a remarkable resemblance to what Chris Rock was talking about. But it didn't go down very well with with Will Smith. And why did this not go down very well with Will Smith? I'll tell you. Back to his reaction. Okay, you need to see this video so you understand what is going on. This is a video that Jada Pinkett made some time ago about why she has to be looking bald. Okay.
Now, at this point, I can only laugh. Now, y'all know I've been struggling with alopecia, and just all of a sudden, one day, look at this line right here. Look at that. Look at that. And so it just showed up like that. Now, this is going to be a little bit more difficult for me to hide. So I thought I'd just share it so y'all not asking any questions. But you know, Mama's going to put some rhinestones in there. And I'm just going to make me a little crown. That's what Mama's going to do. Now, at this point, I can only laugh. Now, y'all know I've been struggling with alopecia, and just all of a sudden, one day, look at this line right here. Look at that. Look at that. And so it just showed up like that. Now, this is going to be a little bit more difficult for me to hide. So I thought I'd just share it so y'all not asking any questions. But you know, Mama's going to put some rhinestones in there. And I'm just going to make me a little crown. That's what Mama's going to do.
Okay. So, yeah, Dr. Erica is putting up all these things. Thank you so much. Demi Moore was in that 1997 American film. Demi Moore is our man's Bruce Willis' wife before they got divorced. That was Demi Moore that acted in that movie. They're going to make me go and watch that movie again. But you had Jada Pinkett talking about alopecia. Alopecia is the condition that she has, and I'm reading it here. As it was saying, alopecia is a medical term for hair loss, and under the alopecia umbrella, there are a number of different forms of condition. Usually, when someone is talking about alopecia, they are referring to alopecia areata, which is believed to be autoimmune condition that causes hair to fall out, usually in round or oval patches on the scalp or other areas of the body where hair grows, like the beard, eyes, and eyelashes. Yeah, I'm beginning to think that maybe I have alopecia, because the way my head is doing bad here. It's going very bad here. But some places the hair refuses to grow. This one is my mark of honor. See this one here. See this thing, this mark you're seeing here. This was done to me during solidarity for Enugu Students Union protest. This mark I got here from Students Union protest. I broke my hair. So alopecia makes the hair not to grow, and that is the condition that she has. That's why when I can't read, there's so much that's written about this alopecia. But I don't want to go into that. But bottom line is that's what she was suffering. That's why when Chris Rock was cracking that joke, it was not funny to her because this was a joke about a condition that she was facing. Now, having heard all that and having known the background for the GIG Jane, you see that the woman that acted the movie was looking like how Jada Pinkett is looking right now. That was Demi Moore, Bruce Willis' wife. Now, fast forward to she's there listening to him crack the joke. He already cracked the joke about Will Smith in the video that we're going to play. And now he's about to crack the joke to Jada Pinkett. And that's when all hell broke loose. Listen.
G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
You saw that it happened so much, she didn't laugh. Just that small reaction. But see, the funny thing is, you look at people in the public, you have to understand, it's not what you think about people, that the people that know them well. You look at people, you just see their reaction as normal. You don't read any meaning into it, they just laugh. But I can tell you, her husband understood that just in a wink, in a twist of the face, in a shaking of the head, they can communicate volumes to each other. Her husband knows at what times he has ever seen that look. That look represented something to Will Smith. To everybody, she just shrugged her shoulder and just made a face. It was a split-second thing. But that sent a signal to Will Smith. That's the power of communication. That is what exists between two people that you don't take for granted. Only two of them understand what happened in that split second. The look on her face, you see, it may just be a normal look, but it's deeper than what you think.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard.
He wanted to continue. This is when her Oga stood up and went for the kill.
Wow.
Whoa. Let's see that again.
Wow. Will Smith did.
Okay. So, just looking at that thing now, the way it sounded. Like, you see what I was saying? That was not just a slap. That was a punch. The only thing that he didn't use his fist. He used his palm to punch Chris Rock. Now, the issues, what do you think? What do you think? Some people feel, and some people reacted after this, but we'll take their reactions much later, so I don't influence your reaction. And you can type. You mustn't call in, but it'd be nice if you can call in. It would be nice if you can call in. If you can pin the number there, that'll be fine. But tell me what you think. Some people think that Will Smith is someone who cracks jokes and he should be able to take a joke. To those people, you tell them, but the joke on Will Smith, he took it very well. He didn't have any problem. But the joke wasn't about Will Smith. The joke was about the wife. And some other people think, okay, so since it was about the wife, how come he is the one reacting? To those people I ask, Are you married? Okay, you don't have to be married. Have you ever been in love? Okay. Have you had a boyfriend before as a woman? Do you understand what it it means to have someone defend you? It's not you said bottled up anger. I know that one about, they've had this thing going on for a long time because at the last Oscars too, where Will Smith did not win an Oscar. And it's funny. Chris Rock made a joke to Jada Pinkett about how, how the husband didn't win an award. And then he also said something like not inviting, that they were complaining about not coming to the Oscars. But complaining about the Oscars, this is him talking about Jada Pinkett and Will Smith. You see that them talking about not coming to the Oscars is like him, Chris Rock, talking about not being invited to Rihanna's pants. And it's like, that's a no-no for him because he's not invited. So trying to say that, why are these people making so much fuss about the Oscars? You didn't win anything. So that sank in, and that has been there brewing over a long time. So I agree with you. Nani also says, Will probably laugh before he could process the joke. Words hurt as bad as physical attack. I like that. So not even bottle. I was even going to talk about bottled anger from years ago, but I see what Nani is talking about. Nani is talking about bottled anger that particular time. Okay. And it said, Dr. Erica says Chris Rock had made fun of Jada Pinkett Smith at the Oscar before when Rock hosted the Academy Awards. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna look for that. He had made jokes about her before, and so this was something that they had kept. They kept it. Um, they kept it for themselves, and this guy now came and repeated the same thing, which was not good. Um, in his opening monologue at the Oscar 2016, I'm going to try to look. I'm going to try to find out. Um, Chris Rock's, video joke at Pinkett. Okay. All right. I'm gonna get this video now. I have the. I was waiting to get. Yes, yes, guys. Sorry, I know there's no sound. I didn't want. I was just trying to get the video. It's only now that I got the video. So let's look at the monologue that caused the wahala. This was 6 years ago. Okay, this 2016. This 2016. Let me share this one with you. Sorry guys, I knew there was no sound, but I didn't know my picture was showing. So here's the monologue. I hope this is where he starts to talk about Jada Pinkett. So you heard him say Jada got mad, Will got mad. So it's talking about Jada Pinkett and Will Smith.
Mad. Definitely got mad, and Jada went mad, and Will went mad. Everybody went mad. You know? It's quite like Jada got mad.
You see? Now that's the part where he was picking on Jada Pinkett.
Mad.
Things started. Now you get a feel that this is something that's been brewing since. So this year, for him to come again on the same stage, where this was his moment. This was the first time that Will Smith was getting an Oscar ever. And for Chris to come and do that, no. Will Smith was not going to have it. And that's why it happened. So having seen that last one, just imagine when you're watching this now, how you will understand when you're now watching. If you watch it now again, it will make more sense. It will make more sense to you. So I'm gonna go back and just play it one more time and we'll see what it looks like. So after seeing him yabbing them the last time. Okay, someone says, I believe Chris Rock's joke wasn't even derogatory or poking fun. Short hair on African woman is cool and sexy these days, so Will Smith was just completely wrong. Okay, I respect that opinion. So after we've seen what went on in 2016, let's come and look at this again. Let's come back and look at this again. So bearing in mind that these people came here, with the wound of 2016, this time around, he had joked about Will did not win an award. Will was paid $20 million for the movie Wild Wild West, and Jada Pinkett was protesting about not being invited, that just like him, but protested about Rihanna's pants. He was not invited. Fast forward to 2022, and this happened.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith.
So now you're beginning to see it. It's important that you connect these things so you will understand. Joe says, let's not be biased. It's nice to hear more of your comments. I want to learn. I really want to learn. Some people think, yes, Chris Rock deserved what he got. By the way, there's something out there circulating that Chris Rock, wrote an apology to Will Smith. That is not true. Chris Rock did not write any apology. We found out that was not true. Okay, that's not true at all. So just ignore it if you hear that Chris Rock sent any apologies. No. In fact, his team made it clear that there was no apology that was sent. The only person who sent an apology was actually Will Smith. Okay, Will Smith had an apology, and he said, first of all, after the whole thing, Will Smith came back because now it made more sense to me. We didn't start; we were busy. Me and my wife were busy, and we didn't catch the Oscars from the beginning. We later had to replay it on that Sunday. We caught the Oscars after the slap had happened, so we actually caught it very late. But we saw Will Smith receive his award, and we were just so confused at why he was why he was so emotional. He was really, really very emotional. Let me play that one. Receiving his Oscar award. Okay, you will see his statement when he received that award. It was really something else. It was something else, and I kept wondering. Why was this so? Why was he crying? Why was he so emotional? Let's watch. Let's watch. And this is from the Independent. We're gonna have to put that up. Okay. I need to start it from the beginning. Everybody's just showing where he's. I wanted from when he received the award. I want to start playing from when he received the award, but it looks like everybody's just interested in when he started crying. That's the videos I'm seeing when he started crying. Okay, let's play it from just when he started crying. And these people don't have. I need an HD version. Let's have a good quality now. Why is nobody showing us a good quality? Give us a good quality of this, people. Come on.
Oh man.
Okay. So I got this. I'm gonna play this. This is from RAF Productions. So we're taking this from them. Once again, keeping my fingers crossed. One man's meat. Before we play that, Donnie says one man's good, maybe another man's poison. Will lives with his wife and know what she's going through. Some may not see anything wrong with it, but it is wrong. John Doe says he's a comedian and a public figure just like Will, but slapping, hell no. There could have been another way to do it. And Nani says Chris Rock is the instigator, but Will Smith's action now makes Chris look like a victim. I see what you guys are saying. I hear you. Let's go back and see Will's reaction after the slap occurred. So this is Will's reaction. And this is the part I saw without even knowing that he had slapped Chris. I saw this without knowing he had slapped Chris.
Oh man. Richard Williams was a fierce defender of his family. In this time in my life, in this moment, I am overwhelmed by what God is calling on me to do and be in this world. Making this film, I got to protect Aunjanue Ellis, who was one of the strongest, most delicate people I've ever met. I got to protect Sanaya and Demi,
the two actresses that played Venus and Serena. I'm being called on in my life to love people and to protect people and to be a river to my people. Now, know to do what we do, you got to be able to take abuse. You got to be able to have people talk crazy about you. In this business, you got to be able to have people disrespecting you. And you got to smile and you got to pretend like that's okay. But Richard Williams, and what I loved, thank you, Dave. Denzel said to me a few minutes ago, he said, at your highest moment, be careful, that's when the devil comes for you.
Okay. So, every time I look at that, you see, some people make comments without really watching this thing. That's why when you analyze, you need to bring everything up. You watch Will Smith reacting to that thing. Remember, he says he sees himself as a bridge to his people. Remember when black people were protesting against the Oscars, that no black person was mentioned in the Oscars. Fine, there were some black people that were protesting, Whoopi Goldberg, all of this, Kelvin, all of them, they went to that Oscar in 2016. But they were not making so much noise about it. But Chris Rock kept saying, he was making fun of black people. Now, why would you be protesting? It's not a big deal now. And taking a swipe at Will Smith. When you saw that slap, he was an embodiment of black people. All that thing you said about black people, it was inappropriate. You shouldn't have said it. And then you get a second chance, and you still, on a day that a black person is winning something, on a day that I am winning something, you come again with this your derogatory statement. No, I'm not having it. Somebody says, imagine if Chris had a gun and fired at Will, it would have been catastrophic. Well, sometimes you're responsible for your reaction. So who knows what would have happened? If it had happened, then we can talk about it. Ijemdu says making fun of a person's health condition is a no-no. I agree. That's why some Nigerian comedians, they always say, so the imbecile. Some of them don't even know. They'll say the imbecile. The imbecile. The imbecile. Those are my worst jokes in Nigerian comedy. Darius says, Will Smith overreacted. I'm afraid Jada's influence on Will's career, brand, and psyche is not positive. I can tell you about the influence because Jada has been doing some very, very funny, crazy things. She talks about spirituality. She talks about, she's gone this direction I don't understand. And it's confusing to Will. And you see where Will is being made, it's almost like Will is being blackmailed. He said, what God is calling on me to do, to love people. You hear him sounding like someone is telling him, you're not loving enough, you're not giving enough. And that's what Jada Pinkett has been doing these days. Oh, I'm this and this, and spiritual. It's too much. It's too much spiritual gingerm around Jada Pinkett that I don't want. Says, so Dr. Chidi, it seems you support Will's action. No. I am in the middle, but of course I'm a human being. I can have some tendencies. Okay, I'm just bringing out what I see. Anytime I analyze things, but I might have my preference. Okay, so please, I want you to give your own opinion. Don't be influenced by my own. I'm not like saying you must follow my own or you must follow anybody's own. I just want you to bring. Of course, there's a way I see things, and that's what I'm talking about. It says comedy doesn't have to be insensitive. Chris Rock jokes are very distasteful. Let's not condemn evil. Let's not condone evil. Okay. Akin Rock says Dr. Chidi seems to support Will Smith's action. Because this is his way of showing himself. Violence is not good, but sometimes don't push a man to certain points and expect him the way he reacts. Don't think you know how he will react. Do you understand? So, and then some people even said, how come Will Smith did not react when Jada had an affair with this boy? How come he didn't do anything to the boy? And I was analyzing it and I said, it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. The guy did not go and rape Jada Pinkett. If the guy went and raped Jada Pinkett, oh my goodness. I'm sure, the guy has been flexing. He'll just go and post something. That boy, by now, after seeing what happened to Chris Rock, he will zip his mouth finally. Because you would even, you see, that, sometimes when somebody keeps quiet, it's more deadly than when they did something. Right now, after this matter, you see Chris Rock is not pressing charges. Nobody knows. They might push, these people, they might push and push and push, and he'll still go and press charges. In fact, they might tell him, if you don't press charges, this will happen. And you may see him pressing charges down the road. But I'm telling you, after that slap, man to man, it's settled. But for that boy who slept with Jada Pinkett and Will Smith didn't do anything, that's all I can say. So I don't see how it's the same thing. Somebody said, Victor said, Will laughed at the joke at first. Yes. So it's not like Will has a bad sense of humor. He has an awesome, he's a comedian. Have you forgotten? They are comedians, two of them. Ijendo. So that's what I was saying on one side. But on the other side, Will could have controlled himself. He could have controlled himself, but could. It's easier to say. A lot of times, when I found myself in positions of leadership, people always say, Chidi, you're a leader. You're as a leader, every time. Almost, sometimes I wonder, oh my God, what am I supposed to be doing? Every time I come to a meeting that I'm chairing, or I always come out of that meeting with someone telling me, Chidi, I expected you to act as a leader. Chidi, as a leader, do you understand? But the irony of it all? When these people that always were singing to me, you didn't do as a leader, when I saw them handle positions of leadership, they did worse. They couldn't even, they were so sensitive, you couldn't believe it. They couldn't even handle simple things. And I was like, oh, you that was telling me I should have done this, I should have done that. Okay? And Joe Dew said, even at 2016, Chris was actually using the platform to protest against black. You see? He was using it to protest against black people. Thank you. So it was like the slap that Madam Obiano got. You remember that slap that Madam Obiano got was like somebody trying to revenge on behalf of so many people. That's why you didn't see Will Smith apologizing after that slap. When he came back to receive his award, he did not apologize. He was now talking about him being a bridge for his people. He's standing for his people. And that, going through everything that you go to, and people think it's funny. People think they can make a joke about it, and people think you should just take it. That's not good. That's what he was trying to say. Ijendo says nobody supports either of them. Both are wrong. You see? Just like I said, everybody had their own faults. Auntie Moore says comedians should be very careful about the topics or the butt of their jokes. Some people might be easily offended. Some comedians have been shot or stabbed on stage by angry audience. That's the hazard of the job. Musicians get killed too. Everybody, yeah. You are responsible for your action. You take a risk. If it works, you become famous. If it doesn't work, so everything is our risk. That's not an action of a violent man. Okay, see? Will laughed at the joke at first, Victor said. Eugene says again, people have committed suicide because of verbal assault. So both are wrong. So there is power. Power of the tongue. You don't know how powerful the tongue is. You have not fought with a woman. A woman will finish you with her mouth before you even raise your hand. A lot before you could process it. We should not push other people's buttons. You never know what they are going through. Exactly. People always say, this is what you're expected to do. No, you can't write the script for people. Don't. You are writing the script based on what you're seeing. You don't know what that person went through to come to where you're seeing them. Growing up in Nigeria, in Abuja, I remember once I was going to buy a pair of stockings for a wedding. I was late. I ran into Wuse Market. And then I told the guy, give me a pair of socks. Give me a pair of socks. I said, is it a particular color? He said, yes. Are you sure? Yeah. As I was going to the car, I was opening it because I was late. I opened it and I saw it was another color. Something like maybe I wanted blue and he gave me red. Come on. I can't now. I came back to him. I said, come, you didn't give me the right color. Said I should get away. I said, please give me the right color. I told you the guy just jacked me on my neck. I said, will you get away from here? And people were, it got to a heated point. He was holding my neck. And of course, I jacked his own neck. Now growing up in Nigeria, that's what you do. Somebody jack your neck, you jack their neck. And I'm a senior belt martial artist. And when you're holding me to my neck and I'm holding you to your neck, everything from the neck down is exposed. There's no defense there. So the next thing I was going to do I was going to demobilize this guy and take the red socks or take a couple of socks and just move away from him. I was just about to raise my knee. I was going to use my knee on his tummy area. Then it would just be finished. And I held myself. I remember what all my your masters in was taekwondo. So I just remember Sabonin, what they will always tell you, that it is your skills are first for defense. Okay, the more you grow higher in martial arts, the more you acquire skills that makes you almost invincible and makes people around you very vulnerable. So the higher you acquire these skills, the more you are cautious about managing them, because you can kill you've acquired skills that can kill somebody very fast, and you're very careful when you're using any parts of your body on anybody. So I remember that, and I left him. And so, of course, I got very late to the wedding. And so people now started asking him to give me what I wanted. And when he got back to his senses, because I was telling him, why are you doing this? And I was telling him, I would have really enjoyed you. This is what I wanted to do to you. You know what he said? He said, hi, Oga, I'm sorry. Oga, do you know, please no vex. I've not been coming to market for the past 2 weeks. I've been sick. So when you said return, I said that was one of the first sales that I've made, because it was in the morning. So he was not willing to lose that money because he had not been coming to market for a long time. I said, why? He said, because he just had appendix surgery, appendicitis, and they had not even removed the stitches. He just had to come to the market. It was like 2 days old. He opened it and I saw the mark on his tummy. This guy, if I had hit him on the stomach, imagine what would have happened. So it is also good for you to learn to control yourself, to manage your emotions. That's what that's what Will Smith did not do at that point in time. Now, exactly, host, people give advice they themselves don't take. Yeah, oh yeah, I can tell you that for free. It's a public event, and I can categorically tell you that if it wasn't in Europe, Will will be answering to police by now and possibly be charged whether Chris like it or not. Well, it depends. If you don't want to charge someone, they can't force the person. No, I meant he was protesting against black discrimination in the history. Okay, in the industry, yeah, he was protesting, but he was also dissing black people in that place. Darius says, I didn't even realize Jada had a hair problem until after the slap. You see, but Chris knew. No, Chris knew everything about them. He was following them now. He knew everything about them. It's Noni. You didn't laugh and change. Okay, you don't laugh and change. No, you laugh and change. You laugh. You see that laugh when you are in the public eye. Sometimes when you see people just laughing, that thing is a laugh. You turn it on. You switch it on. Like I don't know where you are, but here people have this plastic laugh, smile. They switch on. When they are crying or when they are going to be mean to you. So when they are smiling, somebody smile. Even Jenna Pinkett was smiling. This is she was smiling, but underneath that smile, they were communicating to each other. Oh, thank you. Nani says, yes, you can. When you are in the room of people laughing, you can laugh, not understanding until you actually process the joke. It happened to the best of all. Yeah, that's what happened. That's you hear the joke and then that's why sometimes when comedians crack a joke, there's quietness, and then you hear that's when people understand what the joke is all about. Um Yes, you can laugh while trying to process what was said. Yes, you can do that. You can do that. That's for real. When Chris Rock is on stage, there's an unwritten small print for his audience. Warning, be prepared for touch hard hitting jokes. You may end up with tears. Yes, for real. That's what happens. That's what really happens. If you cannot process what was said, then ask questions. No, there's no time to ask questions. Can you imagine Will asking Chris right there to explain to him what the joke was all about? No, that didn't make sense. Joju says it's a very big lesson to men and women, especially when you're in the public. Yes, very, very huge lesson. Very, very big lesson. Honestly, it is very, very. Me too. I learn. I learn from these things. I the more you grow um, in public things, the more you are out there in the public, it is more demanding on you. It is much more demanding on you. You're expected to do things a certain way. You're expected to absorb things. You're expected to say things a certain way. It is so much pressure, and sometimes you don't understand what people are going through. I'm really enjoying all our contributions. Thank you so much. It made this so interesting. Ijendo said, "Well, that was not his comedy show." He was at the Oscars. Will Smith would definitely not pay to go to Chris Rock's show. He didn't have a choice here. Well, these are for people who are on Will's side. Dr. Chidi, Chris Rock will need a class in martial arts. I wouldn't have, honestly, I wouldn't have taken that slap like that. And you may think I'm bragging. I wouldn't have taken that slap. When someone approaches you, if you don't have martial arts training, even if you do it, just on your own passively, I would recommend that, because there's every part of your do you, it's amazing how every part of your body reacts. Honestly speaking, a lot of times, if you just have people throwing things to you from different sides, you will almost, like if you're a good table tennis player, you discover that there are times that you hit the ball without look at the time you're not looking at the ball. Your hand just does what it has to do. This is what happens to you with martial arts training. Your body is trained in such a way that it reacts to things even before you can process it. As you react and I ask questions later. If that hand was coming, the you would have seen your hand would have flown up or you would have dodged. But a lot of times you dodge and you defend, you block and you dodge at the same time. Once your head is moving, because Chris Rock moved a little bit, but he would have followed with his hand. But it's okay. I guess you'll have to you'll have to go for class. It's funny and not funny. Having things in control is the key. We must say big no to that slap. I agree. I agree with you. It's a big no. It shouldn't have happened. No, we are not saying next time it should happen. But because it has happened, that's what we're analyzing now. It has never happened before. There's always a first time. Okay? But people have done crazier things. Crazier things. Okay? But let's go and read Will Smith's apology, and probably we're going to end this. Now, Will Smith said, violence in all of its forms is poisonous and destructive. My behavior at last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable and inexcusable. Jokes at my expense are part of the job, but a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear, and I reacted emotionally. I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I am embarrassed, and my actions were not indicative of the man I want to be. There is no place for violence in a world of love and kindness. I would also like to apologize to the Academy, the producers of the show, all the attendees, and everyone watching around the world. I would like to apologize to the Williams family and my King Richard family. I deeply regret that my behavior has stained what has been an otherwise gorgeous journey for all of us. I am a work in progress. Sincerely, Will Smith. Now, the apology you hear that came from Chris Rock about last night's Academy Award. No. That was not true. Okay. So I'm not going to read it because Chris Rock did not put out any apology. Actually, what happened was, let me read this. If it's not one thing, it's another. Shortly, this is a statement from Chris Rock's team. Shortly after Will Smith issued an apology to Chris Rock, the Academy, and others on Instagram, a false apology statement began circulating online, claiming to be from Chris Rock. The apology appeared to come from Facebook user Sean L. McLean, but Chris' team has denied all claims and said that statement regarding last night's Academy Awards was false. According to the Hollywood Reporter's journalist Rebecca Keegan, she tweeted, Chris has not yet issued a statement. There is a statement going around purporting to be from Chris Rock that is not from him. Per his team, is the only one that starts as a comedian. It can be difficult to understand. That's what that apology is saying. If you didn't see the false statement, it reads, as a comedian, it can be difficult to understand which lines are to be crossed and which ones aren't. Last night, I crossed a line that I shouldn't have and paid the enormous price of my reputation as a renowned comedian. So that is what Chris has to say. We don't know whether he's still going to press charges. We just live to see what happens. Okay. Agendo, I've heard you. We must say, okay, Agendo says we must say no to a big no to bad jokes. I see where this is going. So John Doe says we must say big no to that slap. And Agendo says we must say a big no to bad jokes. All right. Agendo says that was a good apology by Will. He recognizes his mistake. Yes, and just to add one or two extra things, some other people close to them reacted. Um, Will Smith's mom, Will Smith's mom actually reacted to the slap, and Will Smith's mom, he broke her silence, and she addressed her son slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars. Will Smith's mother, Caroline Smith, reacted after her son slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars for making bad jokes about his wife, Jada Pinkett. And what did she say? I'm going to read it for you. Will Smith's mother, Caroline Smith, admitted that she was shocked and she has never seen her son act the way he did. She told 6ABC he is a very even people person. That's the first time I've ever seen him go off. First time in his lifetime. I've never seen him that way. I've never seen him do that. Reacting to Will's Oscar Awards win, his mom, Caroline, spoke of her pride, telling her local news station, I know how he works, how hard he works. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. When I heard the name, I was just, yes. I was like, yes. So that's what Will Smith's mom has to say about this thing that happened. And let me just put up a picture of Will Smith's mom, because Dr. Erica has gone to a lot of lengths, making these things available. It's just that, okay, yeah, there it is. So I'm gonna just show you guys Will and the mom. So that's a picture of Will and the mom. And also another member of the family also had an opinion. And this is none other person than Will Smith's son. He also had an opinion. I'm going to read for you what he said, but let me put up his picture. Let me put up his picture. Of course, this Willow. This what Willow had to say about what happened. Okay, so Jada Smith. Sorry, Jada. Oh, no. This is Jaden. This is Jaden, not Willow. Willow is the other person. Jaden Smith reacts after his dad, Will Smith, slapped Chris Rock for making a joke about his mother, Jada Smith. After the incident, Jaden took to Twitter to hail his father. He was hailing his father, and he wrote, "That's how we do it. Yeah, that's how we do it." Oh my God. I could just imagine my son reacting. He says, "Yeah, daddy, that's how we do it." So that's the reaction from the family. And there are so many other reactions. So let me just go through your comments. He's so lucky, Brachidi. In Europe, everyone will be complaining to Oscar to revoke the gun. Well, we'll see. A lot of people are complaining already. Slapping is the new normal now. Set to Scott from Nigeria to US, my brother. I'm telling you, it's the new normal. Also yelling, keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. Oh, sorry. Keep my wife's name out of your effing mouth belittles Will Smith, made him look like a ghetto trashy person. That's the one I will not agree with you. See, you don't understand. Between a husband and wife, stay clear. Oh. Don't come and tell them how. No, 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 no. You can see. It's easier for you to tell someone what to say, what not to say when everything is relaxed under certain modes. No, you don't. This is how he feels at that point in time. So many things are working. Okay, there's no script for when you're angry. This is how you talk. When you're angry, what comes out? Forget forget about it. Forget about it. People don't know the importance of words until the world start listening, but they forget that people have been listening from when they were children. Oh yes, so Bianca slaps Ebele while Will slaps Chris. Dr. Chidi. Oh my God. Somebody said no audio again. I hope. And Timoy said no audio. Maybe that was a while. Okay, it depends on where you're watching. Just move forward a little bit. Oh, but I feel everywhere slap. I'm telling you. In the US, they would do the same also, but many know and recognize Chris Rock was also at fault. Anyways, the Academy did not approve that skit. Are you understanding something? They have to approve everything and see, knowing that they did not. That's a very good thing. That's a very important piece of information there. It's Nani. It says the academy did not approve that skit. That's interesting. I would like to dig more into that. Joe Dew says, and what's amazing is that Denzel Washington told him to be careful because days are evil. Oh yes, I know. Me, I know very, very well. Dr. Chidi, who is the real victim here? Me, you're asking for my own opinion. My own opinion, the real victim is Jada Pinkett Smith. Jada Pinkett Smith is the real victim here. But then again, Jada Pinkett is a crazy woman. Don't be surprised. See, she hasn't made any statement. Don't be surprised if she goes and she said, yeah, even though I was angry, but you should have controlled yourself. From the inner man, the sensibility of the godly person, it rejuvenates the euphorical, esoterical, cosmic. She could say all that because that woman is vibrating at another level. She may turn against Will Smith. That's the one that will finish Will Smith. Like Will Smith wouldn't even know what to do. And it happens. You think you're doing your best, they just come and hit you and say everything you did is nonsense. So that's my answer. The real victim is Jada Pinkett. However you look at it, it's not Chris Rock. Chris Rock, got it. This is an extension of victimization, but no, the main person who is the victim is Jada. Chris Rock was said to have gone off script. These jokes seem personal. Oh yeah. Very true, very true. Jada is the victim. Yes, of course she is. Chris is the victim. How is Chris the victim? I would like to hear Joe Dew. How is Chris the victim? But Will Smith should have controlled himself. Yes, I agree with you. Totally. He should have. Let me just leave it there. He should have. But he didn't. Should have, could have, would have, but he didn't. So Joe, you said Chris is the victim. Tell us why you think Chris is the victim, and we'll be ending in the next 3-4 minutes. Conspiracy theories believe it was all stage managed. Ah, beg you. No way. It was not stage managed at all. Agent says no victim. Lesson. Control our tongues and our hands. This is the season of healing, and I'm here for it. Jada Pinkett Smith said in an Instagram post today. Nice. See, thank you, Dr. Erica. It says, this is a season for healing, and I'm here for it. I told you people should always come from that angle. When they get, she's in her home now, lighting candle, doing the effervescence of the esoterical cosmic emporium begin to emanate. I told you people, it's a season of healing. Okay, Will Smith. Let me tell you what's happening to Will Smith. Remember that entanglement something? In order to, you have to go religious. The only way that Jada, thank you. Someone said Jada is something else. So, that woman, be careful. The only way for her to cover that entanglement, you went and slept with small boy, your son's friend. You come and tell Will Smith. Me and my wife have been saying Will Smith is no longer the same thing since that time. But you see how Jada has managed to make herself the victim. We should be talking about entanglement now, but nobody's talking about it. She now went and brought this heavy religious thing. And now you see Paul Will Smith now trying to say that God is calling him. When I saw Will Smith saying that God is calling me, I said, no. So he said, I pity Will Smith. When I saw Will Smith say, God is calling me to love, and God is requiring of me. I say, not be God they requiring of you. It's Jada. Jada don't rope the guy. Tell her, say, God is calling you. You don't love him. But she said, but I love. The love you love now is esoterical. You need a metaphysical from the inner man. I know when she says it is when they want to sleep together. Jada will say, Will, the way I'm looking at you, I don't feel your love. You have not been showing me love. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. Before we do, you have to sit down. Be in a position of love. Speak to see your body. And when you have communicated, then we can. That's where they are now. I'm telling you. But it's all good. I'm praying for my man Will Smith. He said they have open relationship now. Open relationship. Which one is that? He said you can go and do. Myself, I can go and do. But you're living in the same wife, in the same house, but two of you are still married. Are these people well at all? And I know Will Smith is not from that kind of upbringing. You know, Will Smith is a good boy, good middle class family, Jada Pinkett is a rough hood girl. If anybody was girlfriend to Tupac Shakur, you will not say that person will be small person. Jada Pinkett is not a small person. She's a bad girl. See Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. In fact, that eye where Jada Pinkett look, you see, people don't even understand. Why do you think Chris Rock is saying, there's no trouble, oh. There's no trouble at all. There's no now it makes sense. Why do you think what Jada Pinkett Smith can do to Chris Rock is worse than what Will Smith did, though? People don't know that girl, oh. What? Do you know what someone said? Someone said, I beg, Will Smith, go and cool down. Tupac would have shot him. I'm telling you, the kids, you're right, Ijendu. You're right. The kids are crazy because they take after their mom. Will is in the middle of that craziness. Will is just an easygoing guy, but Jada Pinkett, Jada Smith, that's the wife. Let's be calling it what it is. Jada will push her, Will Smith Will Smith to where he doesn't want to go. I'm telling you. No, this go and read about Jada. Go and read about Jada and you will understand. Jada, I just got to read about Jada recently. My mind was blown away. I did not believe it. Jada, oh my God. When I finished reading about Jada Pinkett, I started fearing her. I started fearing. I said, oh my God, did Will Smith know what he was getting into? You guys don't. You need to know who Jada Pinkett Smith is. So, hey, you need to go and read about her. When you read her history, you go know say she know dey laugh. She know dey laugh at all. In short, it be like make I just be like make I leaving her still angry. She's still, do you know she's still angry with Tupac up till now? She's still talking about Tupac. She still cries about Tupac up till now. Still cries about their relationship. Can you believe it? You can't believe. Oh, so you didn't know that she was okay. Let's do this. I hope I don't get a strike. I hope people have something to say.
It was the first day, and he came over to me and introduced himself. And in high school,
okay. You guys, I'm not even streaming anything. Okay, let me stream this, just a little bit of it, and I'm really stretching it. I hope YouTube doesn't really strike me. I'm really stretching it, but I want you guys to see a little bit of Jada and Tupac.
We met at Baltimore School of the Arts. It was the first day, and he came over to me and introduced himself. And in high school, Pac was a little funny looking. Definitely, from looking at him, wasn't necessarily like the type of cat that I would even like deal with, you know. But as soon as he approached me, he was like a magnet. It was like once you paid attention to him, he kind of sucked you in. And we hit it off from that moment on. He would tell me all the time, Jada, you're going to be a star. You know what I mean? We're like, Pac, come on. He's like, you're going to be a star. You got it. You just got it. I don't think either one of us really thought that we would have made it in the way that we did. But we knew we were going to do something. He was one of my best friends. He was like a brother. And sorry. He was I mean, it was beyond friendship for us, you know, as far as just, it was really difficult to explain because the type of relationship we had, you only get that once in a lifetime. So he was like a brother, father figure to me. Very protective, and we took really good care of each other. We took really good care of each other. The best thing.
Do you see what Will Smith is dealing with? you see what Will Smith is dealing with. So don't you see, she said you only get that once in a lifetime. You only get that once in a lifetime. So all this one that Will Smith, she's like, one of these people, and Will Smith is not a hard man. He's not. This hey, Igendo, yeah, you're right. These girls need go and watch. Do you know what? Do you know who Tupac is? Right up to the moment that Tupac was killed, she was still in touch with Tupac. You can't tell me she didn't know what was going on. Tupac was a thug. She said very protective. And so Will Smith is trying to live. See, you have to be careful the way you push people. Will Smith is somebody, I can tell you, I'm telling you, I may be wrong, but something in me tells me Will Smith is a very jolly, good friend. He's just a clown. He just likes to take life so easy. Go and look at his life from Prince of Bel-Air. That's just who he is. He's not this kind of rugged guy. And he says it. But Jada is like, oh boy, this guy just went and slapped him. I thought you were going to pull his teeth out. Tupac. Imagine saying that Tupac. Imagine if Tupac was here. Exactly. Will has to live up to every time this woman quarrels with Will Smith. Do you know what she's going to do? She's just going to go and play music of. Imagine Will Smith will come back and you just hear, hey man, oh man, where do you want to buy? This man will always. So you see, Will Smith even said it in an interview. They were asking Will Smith said he never got over Tupac. He never. So inside his heart, he's always look. Let me tell you what happened. The first reaction was the real Will Smith. The first reaction of him smiling and thinking everything was okay. That was the real Will Smith. He turned to Jada, and Jada is, look at you. You're smiling. You're smiling at that thing. That's funny to you, Abby. That is funny to you. Will Smith, the thing just kicked in. She always tells me I'm not overprotected. What? He just entered into Tupac mode. And that's what just happened there that people don't know. Then when he gets back to himself, he starts crying. I'm telling you, that's what happened. That reaction, that first reaction, You may not know, but I've heard him talk about it. I've heard him say so much. In fact, he still hates Tupac. Can you believe? He still doesn't like Tupac because Tupac. If somebody said, there's also this, why Jada Pinkett Smith is more problematic than you think. Just go and read about that. Jada is trouble, big trouble. Well, let me play this for you. Let me play this for you so you understand. Wait, this man is dealing with so much. He's dealing with so much. Look at PTR. That slap you saw there is him just trying. And when you saw how he went and slapped, But he did that Mrs. Obianyan's walk. Oh. You know, he walked and he walked. But in this case, it was one that gave this. It was the slapper in that case. This Obianyan's wife walked as the slappy and she received. This one went and gave. Then he came back doing that Tupac. Inside his head, he was just seeing himself with bandana and rough and doing Tupac as he was walking back to his seat. That's what you were saying. But listen to Will Smith talk about how he feels about Tupac. You won't believe it. These people, so much going on. Did you hear? He wasn't man enough. He wasn't man enough to handle that relationship. John, now you get that. He said, so Will has entered one chance. You see, I'm telling you this. If you didn't know, you would think Jada Pinkett is one count. No. That Jada Pinkett is still making love to Tupac. Is still making love to Tupac's memory. I won't be surprised if he's calling Tupac's name. Because you see how, imagine what Will Smith thinks about Tupac. Do you see what he thinks? He said, oh, that was Pac, man. Do you understand? Now people are saying Chris is the victim. You see, you keep John Dewey saying Chris is the victim. Okay, I'm trying to say Chris didn't know all this was happening. No. It doesn't matter. Chris, anybody could have done it. Anybody could have reacted. See, we're not saying, like, are you saying they should never react? No, they could have reacted in another way. All we are saying that he could have found a better way to react. I think that's the more appropriate things to say. Chris couldn't have said that in front of them. Chris was taking advantage of the fact that I'm in a safe place. They could never do anything to me. You know, when comedians get on stage, they can say anything they want. You think the people that Buhari can say it in front of Buhari? No. When they are standing there, they yap people that are right there watching them. But you can't get up and come and do anything to the comedian. You know, although there was a situation where somebody was yabbing another person, he just got on the stage and and this guy was, I don't even know why I'm talking about, but yeah, we're talking about celebrities. This guy who does, what's his name? Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey was hosting a show, Neighborhood Awards, and somebody yabbed another person, and the guy came up from the crowd. It was like, let me show you guys. You will not believe it. Neighborhood Awards with Harvey. And what were they doing? They were dissing each other. It was very, very pathetic. It was Lavelle Crawford and David Mann, when they were presenting high school awards, they started dissing each other. You see, comedians don't know that it's going to happen. So, you guys, you know Lavelle Crawford, the guy this guy, why is it that I'm forgetting so many things? This Tyler Perry, House of Pain, and you know all those funny movies. That guy that's always wearing so many colors. So he was yabbing this guy. I didn't know the guy. The guy got up and walked up to the stage there. It was hilarious. I loved it. So Chris was taking advantage of the fact that he thought I was in a safe place where I could do whatever I wanted. But I think it backfired on him. But I want you guys to see one other time where this guy, he didn't become violent, but he wasn't gonna let anybody just make a mess of him. Of course, he's very fat and they're cracking jokes about him, but he went out there. I'll just let you. Some of you people who don't understand Oyibo very, very well, you will not understand what's happening. Me, I was even people like me and you. So just pretend that you're hearing all the Oyibo that they are saying. But I just wanted you to see how people can also say, no, I'm not going to allow you to just mess me up. I'm going to come up there. So you have to be careful. It's a risk. You never know what you're going to get. So, but watch this. Watch this. So Lavelle starts to yab this David.
One stars in the upcoming action film Falcon Rising. She is from the new ABC sitcom Blackfish, and the man known as Mr. Brown from Tyler Perry's Meet the Browns. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Jai White, Tracy Ellis Ross, and David Mann.
Oh, sorry, David Mann is the one that yapped somebody. And thank God they didn't sing that Michael Jackson song. That guy is a very funny guy. Very, very funny guy. Very funny guy. But wait till he starts talking. Oh, what's he doing? He's still dancing to Michael Jackson. But they can't play the music now. They can't play the music. Wait till he finishes. I think the music is copyrighted too. Good.
Hello! I said hello. Let the church say amen. Church say amen again. Now it's time to have church. All that cussing. Turn your Bibles to first. Donnie McClurkin, I'm not gonna go there yet because I was dancing. Donnie just started praying for me. I'm sorry. Oh Lord Jesus. You know what?
Steve,
Yes.
I like your hair.
thank you. I liked your dancing.
Like
Did you just see him make a joke about Harvey's hair? He just made a joke about Steve Harvey's hair. But you see, Steve Harvey didn't even react because Steve Harvey, his own is not a disease, just like me now, getting angry that somebody is yapping me about my bad head. Steve he didn't react. And this guy, this is a hood, by the way, this is a hood award. This is about black neighborhoods, black schools. So everybody's feeling at home. This is just black people with each other. So they just, I mean, this is what happens when black people come together. This is no holds barred. They are not trying to be politically correct. They're just dishing it out raw. But Steve Harvey didn't react because he didn't have any illness. His bald head was because of his age.
you know what?
Steve,
Yes.
I like your hair.
thank you. I liked your dancing.
Like a lion up in this bitch.
Steve,
Yes.
Steve, the show is called Blackish, not Blackfish. I'm so grateful that you said the beginning right.
You won't be back next year. We're here to present the award for.
Come on. So you come back. Come back, baby. Hey, put your shoes back on.
They hurt, Steve. They're so Kate's.
There you go.
Okay. Steve,
I'm
you know,
sorry.
no, Steve. Look, did you guys go and see Steve's talk today? It was amazing.
Why are they yapping the host? Why is it spinning around to be Steve's thing
Yeah,
now?
I'm sorry, baby.
That's okay.
But they had Blackfish on there.
It's
And now-
hilarious,
No, but
honestly.
see, but baby, now they tried to switch it and put black then dash IS on it. See, they just did that.
I know they've been
change.
doing this to you all night, Steve.
Well, you know what it is. I make my money telling jokes, so
And
I can't read that good. I went to public school. So. My best high school ain't up here. I can promise you that. They ain't taught us a damn thing at the school I went to. They were just graduating us just to get our ass out of there. My high school ain't up here, so I'm sorry.
Amen. Okay. Your high school ain't on here either, so hush. Why do people just call out? We can't hear you, and we not. Never mind. Go ahead. Do the high school stuff. That's why I get frustrated. I want to sing. No, just.
No, it's not you. It's you. Oh, no, it's Michael.
Okay, it's me. Okay, Tracy, on your new show, Blackish.
Yeah. Come on, sexy. Come on, let him have it. Let him have it. We'll go on your show, Blackish.
This is the part I like.
Nomination, so I can go. Anybody got some chicken, an extra piece of chicken? Lavelle, I know you got that.
Okay, this is where he started jabbing the guy.
Only reason I said that you was messing with my boy Kirk Franklin, and that's my homeboy. Hey, take your jacket off and cover that side of the audience up.
Oh my God. Okay. You see an example of joke gone wrong. Now this guy, oh, Jesus Christ. You see what has happened?
Look here. I ain't the one that wore the Riddles rap outfit up here. No, you had your thing looking like a burnt baked potato. I ain't never seen no fat person try to do Michael Jackson. That's ridiculous.
Somebody pass a snack.
Pass a gopher snack. And get you in the men's department. Get out of that little boy department. That shirt is small as hell. I see your titty nipples. And your heartbeat,
We don't want to talk about titties.
Well, mine's covered up. Cover yours up. It's not a sports bra. Just because you got implants don't mean they look good.
I bet you got 2% milk coming out of them.
You sitting there talking about I got 2%, you got yoo-hoo coming out your dick. And it smells like a spoil. Like a melted Hershey Kiss. I know you ain't up here talking.
Y'all see he ain't stood up straight all night. He doing the fat purple league. We gotta finish the show. I can't be up here with you all night with this Christmas bow tie. Let's go.
Well, we both in the Christmas spirit, as you can see. One more outfit up here with Santa Claus jumping.
Anyways, let me just stop this. I gotta close. Yeah. Guys, as you guys know, I did stand up a lot. In my school days, I did a lot of stand up. I did a lot of emceeing. But it's interesting to see talent there. These guys just came out, improvised and just yamming each other and entertaining the crowd. That's pure talent. But that's an example of when you are there thinking that you own the stage and you can do anything to the person down there. Sometimes it doesn't work how you expect it to work. I enjoyed myself today. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself doing this about reviewing what Adirok says. So Dr. Chidi, this is where you have been honing and developing your comedian skills. No. I did stand-up comedy, like I did real stand-up comedy. I'm telling you, way before who? Clean the Drunk, Julius Sago, them who were long before they started. I was doing stand-up. It's funny. If I say it, some people are surprised. I was doing stand-up. They used to call me MC Hardnut. And I could do stand-up very, very well. So when I'm talking now, some people are like, who's this one doing? Why is he trying to be funny? No, I'm not trying to be funny. That's just me. It's something I already did very, very well, okay? But yeah, you just keep learning and keep learning. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being with me. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I didn't even know it was going to turn out like this. I'm going to go back and replay it. If you don't see the video, then you know somebody has claimed copyright. They've asked us to delete it, but I just like it. I love it. I love everybody that came out today. I really love all of you. Joe Dio, I always want to call you John Doe. Joe Dio, Akin Ade Rocks, Ijendo, who else? Dare, Efrata Catfish Farm, Nigeria. Wow, that's I would love to know what you guys do. Catfish, that's good. All right. It's Nani. Thank you, Rebecca Hills, Ares. Thank you, thank you, everybody, for staying till the end or just making a contribution. Dr. Erica, everybody, I see all of you. I'm just scrolling up, to make sure I don't miss anybody. But if I do miss you, I mean, we're not too plenty, so it's not like 1,001. I should be able to get everybody. Legendo, yes, I think I already got you. Lami Store, yes, thank you for contributing. Who am I missing? Anti-Mall, thank you for contributing. Who else? Let's go right. Victor, yes, Victor, thank you for contributing. Who else am I missing? Am I missing anybody? No way. I think I captured everybody. Okay, no, Akin Alero. No, I already got you. I got you. WMTV. Luna Mac. Yes, I won't forget you. And for Life Esther, you just came and showed face and you ran away. But thank you so much. When you watch this video again, I just know that I appreciate you. Good night, everybody. From all of us here in the Toronto studios of Worship Media TV, and on behalf of Dr. Erica, I love you guys. Bye-bye.